I'll never forget the day I witnessed something from a movie scene at the Cozy Corner, our town's beloved diner. It was a busy afternoon, and I was there for my regular coffee fix. That's when I saw her. Ava, a stock like me, but today, something was off. She rummaged through her purse with a look of sheer panic, her face turning a shade paler with each passing second. The waiter, holding the bill, hovered awkwardly by her table. I could tell something was wrong. Ava's eyes darted around the diner, landing on the faces of strangers as if silently pleading for help. It was clear she had forgotten her wallet or something. Just then, Ethan, seated at the following table, noticed her distress. He walked over to her table with a reassuring smile and spoke to the waiter without hesitation. "I've got this," he said, handing over his card to the waiter. Ava tried to protest, her cheeks flushed with embarrassment, but Ethan insisted. "It's no big deal. Happens to the best of us." A few days later, I saw Ava again at the diner. This time, she approached Ethan's table, her steps hesitant but determined. She held an envelope in her hand, clearly the money she owed him. Ethan, surprised, initially refused to take it. But Ava, with a mix of gratitude and pride, convinced him to accept it. They shared a laugh, and before I knew it, they were deep in conversation, their initial awkwardness melting away into comfort and smiles. This chance encounter blossomed into something beautiful. Over the next few weeks, I saw them together more often, sharing a table, engrossed in conversations that ranged from lighthearted banter to deep, thoughtful discussions. Their bond grew stronger each day, a testament to the unexpected twists of fate that can bring two people together. Watching them, it was hard not to believe in the magic of small moments and the fate of life. The quaint little diner, the cozy corner, soon became the unwitting witness to a blossoming romance. Day by day, I watched from my usual spot as Ethan and Ava's chance encounters evolved into deliberate meetups. It was like watching a slow dance, each step drawing them closer, each glance deepening their connection. Their meetings became regular, always at the same corner table, surrounded by the comforting aroma of coffee and freshly baked pastries. I couldn't help but overhear snippets of their conversations, a blend of laughter and earnest dialogue. They shared stories about their lives, dreams, and, occasionally, their fears. With every word, every shared secret, the bond between them grew more assertive, like roots entwining beneath the soil. It wasn't just their conversations that spoke volumes. Their body language was a dance. I noticed Ava's eyes light up as Ethan walked into the diner, gently touching her hand as if to reassure her during a serious conversation. They found an unquestionable comfort in each other, a sense of belonging that seemed to fill a void they hadn't known existed. As weeks turned into months, their affection became more apparent. I remember one rainy afternoon, Ava walked in, soaked and shivering. Ethan wrapped his jacket around her shoulders without a word, his actions speaking louder than any declaration of love. It was in these small gestures, these moments of unspoken care, that their passion silently bloomed. The diner was closing one evening, and I lingered over my coffee to avoid intruding on their moment. They sat there, hands entwined, lost in each other's eyes. Then, Ethan leaned in, whispering something that made Ava smile and nod, her eyes shining with unshed tears of happiness. I didn't need to hear the words to know what was happening. In that quiet diner, with the soft patter of rain against the windows, Ethan and Ava had silently confessed their love for each other. It was a simple yet profound moment, a testament to the fact that sometimes love grows in ordinary places under ordinary circumstances. The day was meant to be the happiest for Ethan, and Ava's life dawned clear and bright. The small town of Willow Creek was excited as the beloved couple was set to tie the knot in a beautiful, heartfelt ceremony at the old stone church. The church, adorned with white roses and ivy, was a picturesque setting for what was to be a fairy tale wedding. As the guests began to arrive, filling the church with a mix of soft laughter and excited chatter, Ethan stood at the altar, his heart pounding with anticipation and joy. He couldn't believe he was moments away from marrying Ava, who had transformed his life with her love and kindness. Meanwhile, Ava was in the bridal suite, looking every bit the radiant bride, her dress a cascade of lace and silk, her eyes sparkling with happiness. But fate had a cruel twist in store. Minutes before the ceremony began, Ethan excused himself to the restroom to gather his thoughts and calm his nerves. Walking down the quiet hallway of the church, he overheard hushed voices coming from an adjacent room. Curiosity piqued, he paused by the door, and what he heard next sent a chill down his spine. It was a group of Ava's relatives, their voices laced with malice and greed, discussing the dark secrets of Ava's family. "She's done well to trap him," one sneered, just like her mother taught her. "Marry the man, then take everything he's got." "Yeah, and with his business and wealth, we'll be set for a good while," another chimed in, their tone chillingly callous. Ethan's heart sank as he listened, the words echoing in his mind like a nightmare. His love and trust for Ava instantly shattered, replaced by betrayal and disbelief. How could the woman he loved be part of such a deceitful scheme? Was their entire relationship a lie, a ploy orchestrated by her family? Tormented by doubt and confusion, Ethan made a decision that would change the course of their lives. He couldn't go through with the wedding, not with the shadow of deceit hanging over them. He left the church in a daze, his mind reeling with the revelations. Unaware of the drama unfolding, the guests waited patiently for the ceremony to begin. But as the minutes ticked by with no sign of Ethan, a wave of confusion swept through the crowd. Ava, feeling a growing sense of unease, stepped out of the bridal suite, only to be met with the shocked faces of the guests and the absence of her groom. The news of the broken wedding spread like wildfire, sending ripples of shock and gossip through Willow Creek. Ava was left heartbroken, her dream of a happy future with Ethan crumbling to dust. She couldn't comprehend Ethan's abrupt departure, her mind grappling with 1,000 unanswered questions. Ethan, meanwhile, was a vortex of emotions, anger, betrayal, and a deep sense of loss. He couldn't reconcile the Ava he knew and loved with the accusations he had overheard. Was she part of her family's sinister plans, or was there some misunderstanding? The truth remained buried under layers of hearsay and suspicion, leaving Ethan and Ava in a limbo of pain and uncertainty. Their love story, once a beacon of hope and joy, had turned into a tale of heartbreak and betrayal, leaving a mark on their lives and the small town of Willow Creek forever.